What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I am your host, Reckless Rex Ruger. That, of course, is the legendary, at least in his own mind, Alexis Arguello Puppet. We are back with another banger of an episode. Y'all know what we do here. The most amazing and real boxing conversations anywhere on planet Earth. Legends, luminaries, world champions, and fighters on the come up. All coming here to chop it up with your boy, Reckless Rex. Today is no different. Got another great one. What I love to do most, interviewing the young future stars of this sport. The guys that are going to be carrying boxing into the 21st century and beyond. This is what really gets me excited. Nothing against having the OGs on. Love having the legends. But seeing where the sport is going, seeing these young fighters that are going to be ambassadors for this sport and take the torch and carry it, that's what really warms my heart. I love having the young fighters on. You guys know that if you tap in, it's usually 50-50, maybe even 60-40, lately even 70-30. I don't know. We've been getting a lot of the young up-and-coming guys on here, man, and I absolutely love it. Love to see the direction that the sport is going to be going in, and just great to see these fighters that, like I said, are going to be the stars of tomorrow. And so before we get into it, let me go into promotion mode. Got to do it. As we continue, of course, the summer of Hagler. Why? Just because it is. That's why. Doesn't even need to be a reason to celebrate the marvelous one. We've been doing it all summer. Summer's almost over now, but hey, let's try not to think about that. Let's keep a positive thought here. Again, make sure to like and follow Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. The Facebook page. Well, I'll go into promotion mode later. My guest is here. That always takes precedence, so we're going to dive in and chop it up. Here we go, boxing brethren. Let's do another one. LAVARS, what's going on, man?
What's up with it, man?
Hey, listen, man. I'm happy to have you on here, man. I appreciate you doing this, man, and it's very nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing this, man. And so just recently turned pro, huh? This is all brand new.
Yeah. I just turned pro. Mm-hmm.
But the boxing thing is not brand new, though, right? I imagine you've been doing this a long time. When did you get a pair of boxing gloves on?
Probably at the age of like 11, 12. That's when nope. I was 13. Yeah, I was 13. Yeah.
Wow, so that's a lot later than a lot of people start, no?
Yeah. You can say that. I feel like it was just perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect age to start.
Yeah, because I think when you get into something too young, man, it's hard to focus on it. You get and you get burnt out. Yeah. And so what was the motivating factor for getting you into a boxing gym, man? I've done so many of these interviews that for a lot of guys, it's, they were getting into fights on the street, in school. What was the journey like for you? How did it start?
So basically I had somebody like family. We went to the same elementary school, and he was a fighter on the fight. And then I had another friend that come. He was a fighter. I bought a ticket to one of his fights. I went there. It was him. It was a girl and a boy. It was twins. They both boxed. Like some real good friends of mine. But I bought a ticket. I went to the fights. This one, he was amateur, and I liked it. I loved it.
So by watching it, you kind of fell in love with it.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, we was talking about it in school every day. Like, I was supposed to come to the gym, but I never couldn't go to the gym for bad. So after that,
wait, hold on, man. We got a little rough connection, man. You're getting a little you're getting a little frozen on your end.
Okay, my bad.
Might be the internet connection. Yeah, might be the connection. Listen, man, it happens all the time. I've done over 600 podcast episodes. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have some kind of technical issues. I'm so used to it. Right. It happens, man. There's no crying in podcasting, man. What are you going to do? You roll with the punches, just like in what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
And so did you feel like boxing came naturally to you? Like when you got into it, is it something that came pretty easy?
Yeah, like you said, I was fighting in the streets when I was a little kid growing up. I feel like that's every kid and probably how your fights and stuff, but it came natural. I fell in love with it. Actually, the coach ended up, when I snuck to the gym, he brought me back home. My mom looking for me. She for dinner. It was late night, and he pulled up. We hopped out the car. I was caught. She like, where you been at? She was cussing me out and going off. You know how mamas be overprotective. And just so happened, I heard a coach like cuz, and then my mama said cuz too. So I'm looking at both of them like cuz. Like, what's up? They hugging each other and stuff like this. Like, yeah, he was at the gym. He been coming to the gym. Like, I told him he can't box. She's saying that because his grades bad. So he like they do after school programs and we can get him in that and I'm just locked in. Then I moved in with him and the rest was history for real.
So your mom was kind of opposed to it then.
Yeah.
Now, what was it that she was opposed? Now, specifically, what was she opposed to? Just the fact that no mother wants to see their son probably involved in something where they're going to be getting punched in the face for a living.
Yeah, I think it was just more the grades. I think she knew I was doing. She knew I was a little rough. I can handle myself in it, but I think it was just the grades. She just wanted me to have good grades before I think I can just do anything. She wanted to make sure my academics was good.
And has she since come around? I mean, is she a fan? Like, will she come to fights now?
Yeah, she was at my first fight. She was at a couple fights. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, she's still supporting.
And so for people that don't know, like, what you do, because you are so new on the professional scene, man, you fight at what weight? Because BoxRec, and believe me, I don't always trust BoxRec. They have you listed as a welterweight.
Yeah, I fight 140 or 147.
Okay. But you're tall for that weight, though. They have you listed at 5'10".
Yeah, I'm like 5'11", 6 foot.
Which is an advantage. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, especially at that weight. I mean, it reminds me of like a Tommy Hearns.
Yeah.
Tall welterweight. And so what would you say for people that haven't seen your fighting style? How would you typify like what you do? Like, obviously there's guys that are knockout artists. There's boxer punchers. There's technical boxers. How would you assess your style?
I would probably say like I'm a boxer, but at the same time, I'm a power boxer. Like I'm more of a fighter that's gonna fight from the outside and break you down until you let me in.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like a boxer style type.
And when you got into the sport, were you watching a lot of boxing on TV, or have you watched a lot of boxing? And were there guys that you looked at on TV that you kind of looked up to, wanted to emulate?
Yeah, probably just like any other Cincinnati fighter. I looked up to the guys like before me that was pro and stuff like that. And then, yeah, I watched a lot of fights. I was watching a lot of fighters like Canelo, Floyd, Crawford, Spence. I was watching everybody. Pacquiao, Rigondeaux, Lomachenko. I was the fighter that watched everybody. I'm stealing everything from everybody. Like if I like it, you're stealing it.
That's the best way to learn, though. And I started to realize in doing this podcast, man, that there really is a rich history of boxing in Ohio.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. Amazing
we breed
history.
Fighters. Yeah, it's something in our water. We breed fighters. Sure.
And doing what I do and having this podcast, I love to have the OGs on. I love having legends on, but having young up and coming guys that are the future of the sport, that's what really excites me. I like seeing where the sport is going and having, young men like you who are just starting their career. It seems to be that the sport is in great hands because all these fighters that come on here, they're not only great fighters, man, but you can just tell that you guys are really love and are passionate about the sport and are going to carry the torch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing to see, man. What are your legacy or what are your goals in the sport? Like, obviously, guys get into the sport for various reasons. Accomplishing, getting titles in a lot of weight classes or becoming undisputed. What goals do you specifically have?
My goal for the sport of boxing, I want to unify some belts, become a world champion. I want multiple belts. You know what I'm saying? I just want to show like I'm a real fighter. I got love for the sport of boxing, and I just want to prove myself. But then at the end of the day, I want generational wealth behind it.
Sure.
All the work that I sacrificed and put in from the tournaments, from the amateurs, the Olympic trials and stuff. I just want generational wealth. I want to make sure I'm good, and I want to make sure I got peace, and I want to make sure my family good and the people around me that helped me get there.
Well said, man. Yeah, absolutely. And so, current fighters, who are some guys that you enjoy watching that are doing it now?
But I had a little situation. That's why I'm kind of like a late bloomer. I really don't want to bring it up, but I had a situation to where it put my career on hold. As soon as I got out, I went to training camp with Bud. Got the brush shoulders with him. Very
Nice.
humble, down to earth guy.
I've met
So
him. Yeah.
yeah, I watch him a lot. Just the way he moved, and he studied the boxing, him and Bomac. And then who else? I
Oh
still
yeah,
watch a lot
I've
of
had
fighters
Bomac
from
on a couple times. Bomac's the best. I've had Bomac on the podcast. Yeah,
yeah.
Bomac's good. Yeah.
Bomac is a good man. Yeah, yeah. Terrence, Shakur, Stevenson, a lot of the guys, especially the guys in my weight class, I'm mainly watching them. It'd be younger guys, Abdullah Mason, Brian
Yeah.
Norman. I'm watching everybody. Devin Haney, I'm watching everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what, man? You made a good point earlier, though, man. Watching and studying guys is the best way to learn. I mean, how else are you going to get good? I mean, boxing doesn't really come with an instruction manual. You know what I mean? Like it's learning and watching guys that do it at a high level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And so,
you're right.
uh, and so you just started your career. Your first fight was just last month. So when you're starting your career, how active would you like to be? Like, you're obviously fighting again this upcoming weekend, and I'll have this episode up. It's recorded, but I'll have it up tomorrow because I know you got a fight coming up next weekend. I actually saw you. Yeah, you look good, man. You're in shape, man. I saw you. I saw you on the card for. I just had Albert Bell on, so that's where I saw your name actually, because you're on that same card with Albert.
Yeah, Albert. Yeah, I went up there to actually spar him in Toledo because I was going down there for training camp for Charles Conwell, me
Okay.
and another fighter. So, but we end up brushing up against him and getting some work right off a rip. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the guy I was signed with, he like, yeah, I just got Albert Bell. Da da da. I've heard about him, but I never got to get no work or nothing with him. So we worked up there, got some good work, and then that's how I met him. Get to get on the cards and stuff with him.
Yeah, Albert's nice, man. Albert's nice.
Yeah,
Nobody's gotten. I mean, nobody's gotten him yet. So I mean, he's doing something
yeah.
right. You know what I mean? He's and so a young fighter like yourself, how active would you like to be? Like, this will be fight number 2. We're almost at the end of August. How many more would you like to get in this year?
Oh, for sure. I'm fighting every month until this whole year. I'm fighting August. I'm fighting this fight. Then July, September, October, November. And hold on. I'm basically on fight every month. I'm trying to fight every month because I feel like I'm playing catch up. Like I said, I'm a late bloomer, so I'm gonna fight every month.
So by the end of this year, you'd like to have 6 fights. You're about to have your second one, and then so if you fought the rest of the remaining months of the year, you'd get to the end of the year and have 6 under your belt.
Yeah, at least 5, 6 fights.
And so have you thought about, because you are 25 years old, have you thought about, and maybe you're too early in your career to do this, have you thought about how long you'd like to spend in the sport? Like, I've had guys on here that know, okay, I don't want to be doing this past a certain age, or I don't want to fight more than X amount of fights. Have you thought about your career to that extent, or are you kind of just playing it by ear?
I mean, I'm just going with the flow. Yeah, by
Yeah.
ear, basically. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We're gonna see. But it's not no like I'm gonna do get one belt or only want 30 fights and da da da. Nah, I want to fight. But I don't want to be older fighting and still,
Right.
unless it's some exhibitions for the money, make it make sense and having fun
Right.
with it. But yeah.
And so for
Probably
your
like
height.
30. Nah, probably like 38.
Yeah. Well, that gives you 13 more years. That's a lot of fights. That's a lot of
Yeah.
fights. Although obviously that does slow down a little bit, though, man. Like, when you start to get up in the sport, you don't see guys fighting, 6, 7, 8 times at the high level,
They
a
probably
year.
like once a year.
Yeah. Right. So you brought up Bud's name. Because I have you on here, man, I always like to get people's opinions. Stepping away from your own career for a minute, because we don't get a lot of super fights in the sport. We are about to see one. They're rare, but Canelo and Bud. You said you've brushed up against Bud. How do you see that fight playing out?
I mean, I feel like Bud stay on top of him the whole fight, which he been doing every fight with every movement, because he got the power. You can't take none away from him. They be saying Canelo way bigger than him. It's a difference. If Bud stay on top of his game plan the whole fight, then I feel like he got a hell of a chance of beating him. But if he slow down just a little bit, let Canelo do too much, but then I haven't seen a fight where Crawford just sat there and didn't box and switching it up or made
Right.
it a problem. As long as he stayed tricky with Canelo the whole fight,
Yeah.
like he stayed tricky through the whole fight, he got him. Other than
Yeah.
that, but I'm not saying Canelo can't win either. You know,
Yeah.
he's very
Yeah. Canelo's got the
dangerous.
Canelo's got that legendary chin, man. That chin is yeah.
That chin and that pop, he's strong too.
Yeah, the chin and the pop. Yeah. And
And
so
he can box too.
yeah, oh yeah, sure. And so for your height, man, I'm assuming that you will explore other weight divisions. How high do you think your ceiling is, man? Like, where do you feel like, knowing your own body, where do you feel like you could possibly end up?
Probably I could probably end up like middleweight.
Yeah, 160.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like 160, 150 or something. Yeah.
And so you talked about your style a little bit. What would you say that your best attribute is in the ring?
The jab. Nobody can get away from the jab. Anybody I fought or sparred, they'll tell you they can't get away from my jab. I line them up with the jab every time. I put the beam on the Glock, and then
I like that. That's a good way to. Now that's a good way to describe the jab right there. I like that. Put the beam on the Glock. That's good.
Yeah. The red one. You gotta put the red beam
That's
on
good.
there.
That's good.
The jab. I don't know. It's a lot. I just go with the flow. Whatever I see open, I'm like just creating openings, and I'm gonna break you down. I told you I'm a boxer fighter, but the jab, everything off my jab. I got a sneaky right hand. I don't know. The hook. Everybody say my hook, but I'm not a big fan of my hook. But everybody always tell me my hook. But I think the jab for sure and that right hand is sneaky. Yeah. So
what's something that you like? What's a component of your game that you're going to the gym and trying to make better? Is there something that you're not satisfied with that you're always learning, you're always honing the craft? I'm not saying that you've got, but by no means does anybody have everything all figured out. But what's something that you're really putting a lot of time and effort into saying, I want to tighten this up. I want to make this part of my game better.
Really, everything.
Yeah.
Everything, the footwork, the head movement, the feints, everything. I feel like I still need to work on everything. Like, even though I'm getting better, and I feel like every fighter should still work on everything, I feel like I need to still work on everything. Like the pro style, because I used to fight like this fast at the amateur pace. I went up there with Bud and them and Bomac. They told me slow it down. You're in the pros now. So I've been working on that, and that been coming along. And yeah, I feel like just everything, footwork, head movement, everything.
And what was your amateur career like?
It actually was great. I went like 20-0 before my first loss, and I only lost because, and I was at the last day of Silver Gloves. I only lost because like it was one of the tournaments. Well, I ain't gonna make an excuse. It was split decision. I lost to Brian Norman.
Okay, but I've had Brian on the show. I've had Brian Senior and Junior both on the show together.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like I had a hell of an amateur career. Tremendous. I mean, I beat a lot of guys. I won a lot of tournaments. I mean, it was a fun learning. It was a good learning experience for the amateurs.
I feel like I'm very excited about Brian Norman and Devin Haney, though. That's a fight that I've got circled on the calendar that I'm very excited about. Of course, I'm not going to make any bones about it. I am Team Norman, not just because they've been on the podcast, but I really like Brian Norman, and Pops. I mean, they're both, they're both good, but it is going to be a good fight. Now, because you shared the ring with Brian Norman Jr., and I don't know how much you know about Devin Haney other than what you've seen, I
was just talking to his dad. I just talked to his dad. They were just trying to fly me out to camp and stuff like that. So
so because you've been in there, how do you see that fight shaking out? Because that's right around the corner as well. And you've obviously been in the ring with Brian Norman Jr. Granted, on the amateur level, I'm sure he's changed somewhat from amateur to a pro. But you've shared a ring with him, so you do have some expertise on fighting him.
Yeah, I feel like he a different era than Devin Haney, so he in my era. So I feel like I can't say Devin Haney not hungry, but I feel like he wanted, you feel me? But at the
Yeah.
same time, I feel like Devin, he got power. Brian Norman got power. Don't get me wrong. Feel like he can box a little bit, but I feel like Devin Haney gonna have to step it up on the power side. And when
Yeah.
he boxing in, he gonna have to step forward instead of just keep going back. You know.
Do
Because
you
Brian, I
believe
feel
in the
like
theory? Do you believe in the theory that Devin Haney? I've heard other boxing analysts say because of the fight with Ryan Garcia, that Devin Haney could have PTSD. From taking a beating like that, be a little more gun shy. Is that a theory that you think makes any sense?
I mean, it could be. I don't know. I haven't been around him or seen him, so I don't know. I don't know. That'll be a question you'll have to ask him. But it happens. It happens. Some guys get scared and they're not the same fighters as they used to be. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what
that
I mean. Like, because ever since that fight, and we haven't seen him in action a lot, but the Jose Ramirez fight, he did not
yeah,
seem as aggressive. He didn't seem wanting to engage as much.
yeah. He probably is more cautious now. So yeah, I
That
don't
could
know.
be but that could be dangerous for a fighter, though.
Yeah, heck yeah. I feel like you need to protect yourself at all times, and then it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. I mean, it could change your life. You can die in the ring. So
Sure, yeah, it's happened many times. And so, as a young fighter yourself, like, what are your concerns now that you've turned pro, man? All right, is there anything that you're worried about as a young fighter? Obviously, I've been very critical on my podcast of judging. Obviously, sometimes young fighters can end up on the wrong end of a bad decision. We do see plenty of them, and it can affect your career going forward. I mean, I'm not saying you're worried about that. That's just one component that maybe a young fighter might worry about. Are there concerns now that you've started your pro career?
um. Yeah, I'll be concerned about everything for real. That's me. I'm a cautious guy, so
Yeah, me too.
yeah,
No
I
worrier.
feel like it's good, especially as men. But yeah, I worry about everything. So I I just feel like that when they be taking fights and they be like, dang, I feel like he really won. I feel like
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah,
it's it's like don't leave it in the judge's hands. Basically, if you feel like the
right.
training camp and preparation, but then it's some fights to where they both fighting their ass off and it's really close. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's the game. It's the game. It comes with it. Whatever comes with it, I'm ready for it. I ain't too worried, but I'll be cautious.
And now going into your second fight now, your opponent for this upcoming week. How much do you study in preparation for a fight? Will you watch your opponent, or do you leave it up to your team, your coaches, things like that? Or are you very invested in studying the guy you're going to fight?
Both,
Both.
both. Like my coaches, my team, they'll look at him and stuff like that, tell me whether he's southpaw orthodox and how he moving and what he doing. But then I think it's just the fighter in me. Like, let me go check this guy out, see what you feel me? See what
Yeah.
I catch that they didn't catch, or if
Right.
they telling me something, you feel me?
Right. And so, without giving away too much of the game plan, how prepared and what has the preparation been like for this now your second fight?
It's been smoother than the first one, actually. Now that I got the feel of the fight and stuff like that, but then I'm at the beginning of the career, but I can't take it light at all. I feel like my team is getting stronger now, and we just know we about to step into the water. We're gonna be deep inside the water. So preparation and everything been perfect. It been smooth. I'm ready. I'm feeling good right now. Like
And talk to
win
me a little.
everything.
Talk to me a little bit about the team that you have around you, man. Like, because I know, obviously, man, a boxer is only as good as the team of people they put around him. You want good people around you, people you can trust, people that are honest with you. What's your team like, and how did you come to have this team?
See, my team, it's all family for real, based upon family. Like
Can't
I
beat
just
that.
built it. I built to where I built my team to where it's like just like all family are. If not family, it's like family. So it's that type of love and energy. We don't want no bad energy around. We don't want nothing like that around. So I told you my main coach is my big cousin, like my blood cousin.
Yep.
So yeah, and then my uncle behind the scenes, and then I got my auntie and them. So it
Yep.
just be like all family. And then I got my other cousin about to come in and start doing meal preps and stuff for me, because like we know it's getting serious. So we gotta really, the body is temple and take everything serious on every aspect.
I like to hear that, man. I like to hear that, man. Yeah, and listen, if you can cook some healthy meals, man, please send them my way because I'm packing it on and I'm trying to take it off, man. I mean,
I got you. Hey, we season our chicken real good too. You're gonna love
yeah.
it. Finger licking.
Well, wait a minute. How much chicken can we eat here, LAVARS? We can't eat all kinds of chicken, can we?
Yeah, it's baked chicken. I mean,
okay. That's the key. Baking it. I got you.
Yeah.
So what's fight week like for you? Now you're 1 week away, 6 days away from your next fight, man. What will fight week look like for you? You know, if I take us through it.
Basically just sharpen up on things.
Are you on weight pretty much right now?
I probably gotta lose like 4 pounds.
Close then, yeah.
4 pounds, yeah. Cause it's like when I be walking around, I be kind of like irritated, like walking around. So I just like to keep a little energy, stay hydrated.
Yeah.
You know how I be as a fighter. But
hey, listen, I'm not even a fighter, but I understand walking around irritated. That I understand.
yeah, when you gotta lose that weight, you didn't fight.
Yeah.
You not a fighter?
I'm not a fighter, man, but I am trying to lose weight. I know how irritating it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like going through, but really just staying sharp. I'm walking around close to weight. I don't want to be too drained or zapped. I want to keep a little energy and fueled and just to get my rest and stuff like that.
And so you will be fighting in Ohio. Is it different when you're fighting in front of the hometown crowd, man, or is it just another ring, just business as usual? You know, is it any more pressure? Is it any more special when you're fighting in Ohio?
Nah, it's definitely more pressure and special at the same time because, you know, a lot of friends and family and supporters get to come out and show they love.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely different because you see the faces. Like my first fight in Maryland, I had some people, my family came out there, but not as many as it would be like in Ohio or, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's
and so at this point in your career, BoxRec just has you as LAVARS Carter. Is there a boxing nickname yet, or are we not at that point yet?
I mean, my first fight, I came out of shots fired, but it's so many nicknames I didn't had or people didn't gave me. I never come up with my own nickname. It's like people give me this, then they say that, then they say that. So I don't know. I probably just let it grow on me.
Well, you are right about that. You can't really give it to yourself. It's got to be given to you.
Yeah.
I mean, although I will say though, man, that shots fired is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, you know, hey, if it ain't, like they always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, that's pretty damn good right there. I mean, you know, you can beat your head against a rock trying to top it, but I mean, a lot of the good ones have already been taken. You know what I mean? So, there's also that too, you know, trying to find one that somebody hasn't stumbled across already.
And then it's so crazy. I did have a boxing nickname like years back in the amateurs, like doing the Olympic trials.
Yeah.
But I'm looking on Facebook and these fighters turning pro and Instagram and stuff, and they friends with me, so they been knew that was my nickname on Instagram, and they had their name, they switching their names to this or that. So I'm like, they didn't took the name and ran with it. So I want a different one. Yeah, I don't want the same name.
Is there nothing sacred in this world anymore? A guy can't even have his boxing nickname without it being robbed. You know what? When someone takes your boxing nickname, they should automatically have to fight you for it.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
but the guy who took my nickname, I think he like 3 weight classes. Bigger than me. Yeah, he like probably 3 weight classes bigger than me. But
that's not fair.
I still would stand on that business.
Yeah, you gotta. I like that, man. Never mind weight classes. When it comes to a good boxing nickname, man, yeah, you gotta be ready to throw down for that name. I mean, especially if it was yours first. You know what I mean? I don't know how boxing nicknames work, man, but can you copyright them?
Yeah, you can get LLCs, copyright if you want to get a logo, brand, all that stuff. But I want something nobody got. So once I do that, it's my name and my brand. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nobody else pops up, or they think of nobody else. They just think of me.
Well, listen, man, I've done almost 300 episodes of this, and I haven't come across anybody yet, man, old fighters or new, that's got who's got the market cornered on shots fired. I think that's all you at this point.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That might be it.
That might have to be that might have to be it, man. I mean, I think we might have just decided it right there. I think we should commit to it. Now, is this your first podcast interview?
Nah.
Ah,
You
damn
look on
it. See, I thought
YouTube,
I was gonna be special today, man. I thought,
nah,
he's
it's
only got
still
one fight
special.
under
I
his belt.
appreciate you, man. It's love, man.
Listen, I appreciate that too, man. But it is kind of cool because I have had a couple people on here, man, who were like, damn, I kind of feel like I've made it now. This is my first podcast interview, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So you have been interviewed. So you've been interviewed since you've been a pro, even with just one fight, or are you talking more in the amateurs?
Before pro, like probably like what was that? Like it's 2025, so like 3 years ago. You look on YouTube 3 years ago, I did an interview. I was supposed to have my pro debut, and
Okay.
then I got held up. So yeah, but
And so
I got like 3 interviews.
And so when you made the pro debut, what was the pro debut? Because it was just last month. What was that night like for you? You're a young fighter. There might be other young fighters watching this, man. What was that whole night like? Take me through that night, man. You're making your professional debut.
I mean, it's like a dream come true for real. This is everything you expect. Like in the back room, getting ready. The officials, the referees come and check the gloves and stuff like that, and you just back there hitting the pads, stretching. And
Were you nervous?
know it's a crowd out there, and it's when your go time. And I was the first fight, so like,
yeah. Were you very nervous?
Yeah, I was a little nervous. I feel like everybody a little nervous, but I wasn't too nervous. I was a little nervous, but once I step in that ring, it's like everything just shoots away. It's just focus in.
Obviously, boxing is physical. You got to have a skill set, but a lot of the sport is very mental. Though, when did you know mentally that you had the ability to climb into the ropes and fight another man? I think a lot of people, would agree that they go out of their way to avoid confrontations. It's not natural to want to butt heads and fight with another person. You know what I mean? I think all of us get a little nervous, apprehensive, anxiety. When did you know that you had the mental part?
I really don't know. It probably
Young?
started. I don't know. I really don't know. It probably started like outside of boxing. This life period, like me growing up and stuff like that, stuff I've been through and stuff. Boxing made me have peace. It didn't make it worse. It like made me get my anger and frustrations out and make me feel like at home and more, more aura. Got my aura way stronger. So I don't feel like it. I don't know. I don't feel like that I really it really was a big thing for real.
What was your what was your upbringing? What was your upbringing like? Like, were you very athletic? Like, if it wasn't boxing, like, were you pretty adept at other sports as well?
Baseball, football, soccer for a little bit. And that's it. I used to be doing backflips, front flips, and stuff in the neighborhood. Fight other kids.
So you've always been pretty athletic. You've always been pretty athletic. Yeah. And so, so world titles, obviously that's something that you eventually want to get to that point, right? I mean, that's the ultimate goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like you'll get a world title at the weight class that you're at, or do you feel like by the time you're ready for a world title fight, you'll have maybe outgrown this weight class?
I feel like at 47, 40, we probably just sneak up on a couple guys. But 47 for sure. Get a couple title shots. I'm gonna try to get one at 40 for sure. If I can, it depends on how my body feel. But 47 and to wherever I go, linger to. We always going for the straps. We gonna go for the big. We gonna go all the way out every time.
Yeah. As Errol Spence said, strap season, right? I mean, that's what it's really all about, right? Gobbling up the straps. Yeah. And so that short amount of time that I don't know how long it was, but that short amount of time that you got to be around Bomac and Bud, did you take away any wisdom from them?
Hell yeah. Like I told you, Bomac, he told me like, you're not in the amateurs no more, man.
Slow it down. Yep.
Yeah, like slow it down, pace, every punch count, It's how you turning your punches over. Like I actually sparred Bud like fresh. I wasn't in shape or nothing.
Wow.
I just knew like I'm late bloomer. I gotta go out there with Bud training camp. One of the guys from the city was connected to him, Bubakar Sila. I think you had him on your show before too. Your
Did I?
partner.
What was his name?
Boubacar Silla.
Did I have him on? Holy
Yeah, you did. Because I seen a video. I believe so. I seen a video.
Jesus, man. You see that? They're all starting to bleed together, LAVARS. I've had so many of them, I can't even keep track anymore.
Yeah.
And so when you share a ring with Bud, man, do you actually get after you're done taking off the gloves, you're all done with the sparring, man, does Bud say anything to you, man? Does Bud give you any feedback on your performance when you share a ring with him?
Yeah. Bud told me I got a good ass jab. I told you, no, anybody out spar fight, they say, like, you got a great jab. You just got to slow it down. And yeah, but I went like 3 rounds with him. I ain't gonna lie, I was so out of shape. I'm like, yeah, after them 3 rounds, it was over. But he told me, you got a perfect jab. You everything off that jab and just make it come together. You good.
Listen, man, that's high praise coming from a guy like Bud, man. And so what was it like to get
Yeah.
touched up by Bud, though? Like, what weight was Bud at, like when you sparred with him?
I don't believe he was getting ready for a fight. He had just came off the fight from with Spence.
Okay.
I think. So he was, I don't think he was on weight or nothing. So we want nobody on weight. So it was, I mean, it was just showing like the levels to it. And it's
Right.
just so much to learn and soak in from him, you know?
And what's it like to get touched by Bud, man? What did it feel like getting touched by him, man? Like, how was he hitting, man? What was your assessment of him, man?
He a grown man.
Yeah.
But I'm standing under the paint though. I'm gonna stand under it, but at the same time, he gonna let you know like it's real. You can't play no games in here. Ain't none. So you just gotta respect it and just, I'm saying, soak everything up, soak the game up.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people always, when Bud seems to go into fights, everybody always seems to, I've had this conversation with Bomac, he really is a dog in there. I think people underestimate his strength, but he comes from a wrestling background. Every time he goes into a fight, everyone's always counting him out. Errol Spence is the bigger guy, going to be the stronger guy. And then Bud keeps getting in there and proving that he's no pushover.
Yeah.
He's a strong guy.
Yeah, I feel like that's where his leeway come from. A lot of people overlook him and think, I don't know what they be thinking, but
yeah,
I don't know. But that boy is definitely a threat.
Maybe that's an advantage, though, like when you go into a fight, maybe to have people sleeping on you, though, man, because it is, I don't know. If you're going into a fight, which role do you prefer, being the favorite or being the underdog? Like, would you rather have somebody sleeping on you?
I'd rather be the underdog, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I got to prove myself every time.
I mean, I think it's a better role to be in, man, because I think there's less pressure when you're in that role. The expectations are lower, man. You can only, you can only go up.
And then when you're back against the wall, they say you do better when you're back against the wall. So
I think that's true. Yeah, I think that's true. And so before I let you out of here, man, August 30th, so that's coming right up at the time that we're doing this. It's August 24th. So you're 6 days away from your second pro fight, man. I always hate to do the whole prediction thing or whatever, man, but how do you see next Saturday playing out? You scoped out your opponent. How do you see it going?
He's a strong guy. He's short. He switched styles, both styles and stuff like that. But other than that, nothing really spectacular. He 2-0. I want to know he got 1 knockout. I'm going to just keep everything off the jab and just let everything follow up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just like when I get in there, everything get the clicking. So, but I know I got him for sure. But I ain't doubting him. I'm nowhere near doubting him.
Yeah, don't make a prediction. Remember, LAVARS, the internet is forever. People will come back to this and it will haunt us. So let's not make any bold predictions, except victory, right? We'll predict victory for sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. And so for people that want to tap in, I think I asked Albert this, man. How can people tap in and watch this fight? Do you have any details? Do you know how? I mean, if they're not in the Ohio area.
Actually, nah. I just got the if you go to my page, Facebook at LAVARS Carter and Instagram at LAVARS Carter, I pretty much just shared the flyer.
Okay.
I got tickets, they got the location and stuff like that. But other than websites and streaming links and stuff like that, they haven't, the promoter or anybody haven't told me like they're streaming thing like that. So it's the beginning of the career, but
I do think that it's through Pulse Boxing, though, right? So I think you can go to Facebook and go to Pulse Boxing. And I think there's probably a way, because I think Albert said when he was on the podcast, there is a way people can tap in and watch it. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't tell me.
I don't know where.
Hit him up and he going to let me know.
Yeah. And so, and for people that want to stay tapped in with you and follow your career, I know everybody's on social media somewhere. Where's the best place to tap in with you?
Instagram at
Yeah.
LAVARS Carter and Facebook at LAVARS Carter. I don't have a profile picture. I don't know why. I gotta put one up there.
Yeah,
But
that was kind of mysterious, LAVARS. What's up with the no profile picture? I was going to
yeah.
ask, but I'm glad you brought it up, man. Are you trying to
Nah,
maintain a little bit of mystery?
nah, building your page and stuff like that. So I feel like I need good photographers. I got like right now I'm looking rough, no haircut, nothing. I just feel like I need good pictures to post. So
Okay.
like who is this kid? Or I can make them just not posting anything. Make the page look professional. So I
Yeah.
don't want too many rushing it. I'm in the beginning anyway. So
Well, I hate to tell you, I am going to have to take to the internet then, because when I post the episode, I'm going to need a thumbnail for YouTube, and I'm going to need a picture when I advertise it on my Facebook page. So I can't be held responsible unless you're going to send me a couple pictures. I can't be held responsible for what I might find on the internet, LAVARS. So
no,
I'll
I
go to
can
your
do that for
Instagram.
sure. I can do that for sure. I can send you some pictures.
Shoot me over a couple, man. I don't need too many, man, but I always need one for the thumbnail for the YouTube episode. And then usually I'll put it on my own Facebook page and use like 1 or 2 pictures, man. So if you got a couple, text them over to me, man.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Listen, man, I appreciate you doing this, man. I know it's fight week, man. So a lot of fighters, man, when they get close to a fight, a lot of times they'll shy away from doing press, doing interviews, man. So I appreciate you being generous with your time. I'm glad we got a chance to link up, man. I wish you a lot of luck next week, man. And definitely stay in touch, man, as things keep developing with your career. I'd love to have you back on, man. You're a good guest. A lot of fun to talk to, man.
Appreciate you for the opportunity too, Rexx.
Yeah,
What's the podcast called again?
Off the Couch Boxing.
Off the Couch Boxing. Y'all tap in. Follow my boy Rexx.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I sent you over the link, man, with all the past episodes, man. So, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the support, man. And I'll be watching next weekend. I'll find a way, even if I got to go to the sites where I'm illegally watching it. Not that I would ever do that, but I may have been known to do that a time or two. Hey, you got to do what you got to do,
You got to.
You understand, I mean, but listen, I appreciate it.
So I'll keep you with the fights and stuff. I can keep you updated.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. And we'll definitely do this again for sure, my man. Thank you.
Now for sure. Love.
Yeah. Good talking to you, my friend. Thank you.
Okay.
Later, man. There he goes, folks. LAVARS Carter just starting his pro career, man. Damn. 1-0. Already off to a good start. Got a fight coming up. As I said, at the time of this recording, it is August 24th. I had to look myself. He is fighting August 30th. This episode, when you're watching it, should be up August 25th. So if you're watching it, hey, guess what? It's August 25th. So, but we recorded it August 24th. He will be fighting August 30th in Ohio on the undercard of Albert Prince Bell versus Keith the Bounty Hunter. That's one I'm personally looking forward to. Love both of those guys, man. I've had them both on the podcast. Really looking forward to that fight. And it's a fantastic undercard with my guy LAVARS on there, man. So keep an eye on this young man. 5'10", welterweight. He's going to do great things. Again, another great young fighter and another great young man that is going to continue to propel this sport forward. I love seeing it. I love having them on my podcast. These young fighters that are really, really, really going to be the future of this sport that we all love. That's why we're here, folks. So now I'll go into promotion mode because LAVARS came in when I was going into promotion mode. So let me rewind, backtrack a little bit. Here we go. Make sure to tap into Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. That's first and foremost. The Facebook page is Off the Couch Boxing and Pod Scum, both of my podcasts, one Facebook page, because I will not have 2 separate ones. That is ridiculous. Just don't have that kind of time. So tap in. You'll be kept in the loop with all the biggest boxing news. When I get it, I put it up there. Plus, you'll get updates on new episodes of Off the Couch Boxing, when they're dropping, who will be on the episodes. And like I said, if something's popping off in the fight game, I put it up there. You guys will be kept informed. Big fight announcements, results, breakdowns, analysis, predictions, viral videos, whatever I get my hands on. If it comes across my, my radar, I'm putting it up there and I'm keeping my audience in the loop. We all want to know what's going on in the fight game. And your boy Reckless Rex got you covered. And of course, if you're watching right now, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell to stay tapped in and get notified when these great new episodes are dropping. You know what we do here, folks. Having amazing and real boxing conversations, bringing the art of conversation back. You see how we do it. We're informal. We're having laughs. We're all over the board with it, folks. Yes, we're talking boxing, but God knows what else we might be talking about. So make sure to stay tapped in. It's always going to be interesting. It's always going to be informative, and it's always going to be a good time here on Off the Couch Boxing. So make sure to get tapped in, man. And go check out the past episodes. We are north of 270 episodes, and literally, I always say it, I'm like a stuck record here, but there is literally something there for everybody. Like I said, if you like the interviews with the OGs, the legends of the sport, we got them. If you like these interviews like we just did with the young up-and-coming future stars of tomorrow, we got plenty of them. So literally dive in, check out the past episodes, and the proof is in the pudding. You'll see why we are the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of boxing podcasts. So I want to thank one more time LAVARS CARTER for being on here, man. And I want to let you guys know that, yes, we are the champion of boxing podcast, but you at home can be a champion too. And all you got to do is continue to stay tapped in with Off the Couch Boxing and continue to roll with the champs. Peace.